It is co-creating at its best, a perfect blending of that which is non-physical and that which is physical. It's a good thing. Of course, there can never be the absence of that blending to some degree, because you are extensions of source energy. You know that? But you come forth as extensions of source energy to focus into this contrasting leading edge experience for the purpose of giving birth to desire. Do you know what you want? Do you? Do you know what you are looking for in this segment? You have come for fun, clarity, explanation, personal contribution, personal blending between who you really are as source energy and who you are in this human personality. It's that blending that we are most enthusiastic about, because that's the thing that is most common in an environment like this. As we chew together on whatever topics are important to you, how you really feel about those topics will be activated within you. Do you know that even if we speak about something that matters to you from the perfect vantage point of who you really are, even though we speak from the vibration that you must achieve in order for you to receive whatever it is that you are asking for, when we speak from that perfect vibration that matches that which you want, wherever you are on the topic will be activated within you. In other words, this is not a gathering where we can magically zap you with the vibration of allowing whatever you want, because that allowing is an inside job. This is, however, a forum of immense influence. And what we mean by that is, as we chew together today, and we stay focused upon who you really are and what you really want, as we are calling you question by question, comment by comment, more into alignment with who you really are, it is our absolute promise to you today that you will leave this gathering in closer proximity to the alignment of the vibration of who you really are and what you really want than you were when you walked in the door. In other words, we're going to focus together upon who you really are. And it is our expectation that as you integrate within you a more conscious awareness of how this all fits together, that you will easily achieve alignment. It's really what we call allowing yourself to offer the vibration that's really the vibration of who you really are. That as you listen and achieve this vibration of allowing, that in the next days and weeks, you will notice that your point of attraction has shifted, and that more of the things that you are wanting will be evident in your experience. You are source energy mostly, do you know that? Most humans don't. Most of you have done such a good job of integrating and focusing into your human form that you forget your source. And many who have come forth into physical not only don't realize that they are still an extension of that source energy, but they are not paying attention to an alignment with that source energy. We want you to realize that you are mostly source energy vibration. Oh yes, you're flesh, blood, and bone. We see the physical stuff that is you, but the physical stuff that is you isn't the life force that is you. It's the life force. You know, that which they pronounce gone when they pronounce you dead is never gone, because there is no dead. It's an eternal stream of consciousness. Part of that consciousness is focused into your physical apparatus. And as you're focused here, as physical genius creators out here on the leading edge, there is this constant playing off of or relationship between the vibration of who you really are, not are, the vibration of who you really are and who you're being in this moment. Now, who you are from your physical form, you accept that expands. Esther spent an afternoon with Kate last week, Kate's 6, granddaughter Kate. And on several occasions, as Esther began to explain something, Kate said, "Grandma, I know that. I know that. Yeah, I know that. I know that. I know that too. I know that." And within about 15 minutes of being with Kate, Esther realized there isn't anything Kate doesn't know. Anything that's important to her, she's already figured out. We want you to realize that as you are moving through your time-space reality, new desires are being constantly born. And as those desires are born, the source within you becomes a perfect vibrational match to that new desire. So in the same way that you are expanding from picking up data from your physical time-space reality, you see your little ones learning and growing and knowing how to move through life experience. In a similar way, the source energy part of you is expanding as a result of that expansion, as a result of that experience, as a result of that exposure to contrast too. It's really a wonderful thing when you begin to realize that the source that is really you came forth as you and is having expansion because of you. And that expansion is taken note of and is being experienced all day, every day. In other words, the non-physical part of you is expanding. The question is, and it's really a big question, and it's a question that the answer is usually not that much or no to. The question is, are you in your physical form keeping up with the expansion of your source energy? The expansion that your source energy has achieved because of the contrast that you are sifting through. In other words, when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, whether you speak it in words or not. If you're rude, you want to be nicer. If you are feeling unworthy, you want to feel worthy. If you are feeling critical of someone, you want to feel praising of them. In other words, you are a lover. When you hate, you want to love more. Do you know the more angry you are and the more you find things to hate or to push against, the more loving you become? Because every time you live a little bit of what you don't want, you ask for what you really do want. When you're sick in your physical form, you ask for wellness in a stronger way. Your economy, what just happened in Washington with Wall Street, what's going on with the bailout, all of that that is being experienced by so many of you, as you are aware of it and knowing what you don't want, you're asking in a stronger way than ever before. And in the same way that if your physical body is sick on a vibrational source energy level, you are weller than ever, and we know that's annoying. When you're sick and feeling bad, it's hard to accept that the other part of you is weller. But we want to say to you, the very sickness that you feel is because a part of you is weller and offering a vibration that you're not offering. Sickness in and of itself is nothing more than not being up to speed with who you have become. And so, in the same way, what's going on in your financial arena, in your political arena, in your global economy, in all aspects of your life, when you as an individual or as a mass consciousness really know what you don't want, you ask in a stronger way for what you do want, and vibrationally speaking, that achievement, that solution, that solving of the problem or crisis has already taken place. It's done. Now, some say, but it's not in my bank account, so it doesn't count. And we say, in that case, if you really feel that way, it can never be in your bank account. If you need to see the evidence of it before you accept the reality of it, if you have to see it before you believe it, if you have to see it before you are able to achieve a vibrational alignment with the desire, that desire cannot be for you. All things are vibrationally aligned before they become physically manifested. You don't know that because you got here after your Earth began spinning in its orbit. But there was a time when it was not spinning in its orbit. It was an idea. It was a thought. It was a thought that came to manifested fruition because of the focus, the non-physical focus, the non-resisted, non-contrasted, non-denied, when you don't believe something that you've focused upon, it cannot be. So when you understand that all things that you see, that you call reality, were at one time vibration only, then it's easier for you to begin to feel excited about the things, the many, many things that are vibration only right now for you. But when you say, well, of course they're vibration only, all ideas are vibration only in the beginning, all ideas, all thoughts, all things asked for must be vibration only. Our work in physical form as human, leading-edge, deliberate creators is to become a vibrational match to that what we've asked for. And when you do, it will show up in your experience. So here's how it works. You are source energy before this birth. You still are after this birth. You send from your non-physical perspective a part of consciousness forth that becomes the energy that you know as you. You bang around in the physical, knowing what you don't want, knowing what you do want, and asking all day, every day for many improvements. All species, even one-celled organisms, are doing this. That's what the evolution of the species is about. So as you are asking, the non-physical part of you not only sees what you're asking for, but gives undivided attention. And by undivided attention, we mean focuses upon what you've asked for, does not focus upon the reason you ask. Focuses upon what it is you want, focuses upon the solution, does not go back and traipse through the problem in justification of the asking. The source energy part of you focuses upon what you have asked for, and vibrationally and instantaneously, as far as you are concerned, becomes it, and stands in that vibrational, non-physical countenance, not only knowing, but being. That's knowing. Being the full vibrational culmination of every last thing that you've ever asked for, as you constantly amend, ask for more, ask for more, ask for more. So now something interesting has taken place. This non-physical aspect of you has just become more than it was before your contrasting experience caused you to ask. So now the vibration of who you really are and the vibration of who you're being in your physical form is contested in the sense that you, if you are like most humans, continue to beat the drum of justification of why you've asked. Instead of knowing what you don't want and knowing what you do want and turning your undivided attention to what you do want and talking about what you want and why you want it, as your source does, sometimes, in fact most often, you say, I want that because I've got this. And this does not please me. Did I tell you how much this doesn't please me? Have I told you how long this hasn't pleased me? And do you know how many others stand here in this unpleased place with me? There are a lot of us. Do you want me to call them? Do you need me to call them? And point out to you that I'm not the only one in need of that? This is unacceptable. I really don't like it, 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 I really don't like it. It's unfair, 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 it's unfair. It's unfair, it's unfair, it's unfair, it's unfair. It's really unfair. It's really unfair. It's so very unfair, it's so very unfair, it's so very unfair. A rich bugger over there probably deals drugs. It's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. So as you focus upon where you are, and out of that experience, you ask for improvement, because the source within you immediately becomes the vibrational equivalent of the improvement you are seeking, you now run the risk of being further apart from who you really are than you were before you explored that contrast. Contrast will do that to you. That's why you don't like contrast. Most of you say, if you would just feather my nest, I would feel better. If you would just give me more of the things that I want, I would feel better more of the time. And we say, the contrast serves you because it causes you to ask. It's your job then to turn in the direction of what you've asked for and learn the vibration of that. People say, how can I learn the vibration of prosperity and financial security when I can't pay my bills? And we say, well, if you only have the ability to focus upon exactly what is, then we suppose you can't. But we don't think that you only have the ability to look at what is. We think you can remember better times, or imagine better times, or focus upon someone living better times, or hope for better times.